The continuous rainfall last night caused floods in several areas in the city, and the residents of USJ One Avenue in Subang Jaya were not spared. The incident came as a rude shock to the 594 residents at 11:30 p.m. as the management of the condominium were ill-prepared to face the disaster.
Like 11 o'clock we saw it already, everything was submerged up to here. There was some poor guy in the security booth, told me, "Yeah, I'm just a security guy, I cannot do anything, I'm not responsible." So this was the most lousy disaster management I ever saw in my life.
I was so disappointed with the management, what they actually did for us. And you know how much we pay for the management fees? I'm paying about 500 plus, you know. But at least they have to ring the bell and alert us. Then we will try at our best, see how much of the car can move out. But in fact they don't.
At least, I don't know, there's first some words of apology or some things that they show that they really care or so, and then let's see how, I mean, like flooding also always can happen, disaster always can happen, but how you manage it, this is the point, and how then, what you make out of it. Let's see, no?
Meanwhile, the management of the new condominium were trying their best to explain their situation to calm the residents.
There was a flood here in our condominium yesterday at about 11:30 lah. Yeah, 11:30. Apparently, the river bank at the back, Sungai Penaga Kecil, there was a backflow from Klang River, and it caused the water to spill over into our condominium. So the lower ground basement car park was flooded. So I think there were about 250 cars that were damaged. Currently, we are trying to assess the situation to see what can be done to help the residents.
The guards did try, and so did some of the residents who were there. In fact, the residents ran up, knocked on how many floors they could. So, but you're talking of 594. And we were not prepared with a flood alarm system. We have a fire. But if I were to trigger off the fire, can you imagine old folks running down the staircase, children running down the staircase, stampede? That is not something that I can just make the decision at that spur of moment. And the water rose, I think, in about 10-15 minutes. As far as the condo management, the condo insurance is concerned, we are insured against natural disasters for infrastructure, which means that our services, like right now, our lifts, okay, the people are here, our internet is down, the MDF room is located on the ground floor, the lower ground floor, so all those will be covered. So they will look into the restructuring of the infrastructure. But the cars, we are all dependent on the independent insurances.
By noon, more and more cars were towed away to the workshop as the cleanup process of the car park continued.
First of all, I mean, as we are talking now, I hope for some sort of compensation from them, because I got two big cars, so it's not cheap. You know, I cannot claim insurance because it's act of God, you know, act of nature and all that. So first of all, some sort of compensation to what they call it, subsidize what we have to pay. The second thing, they have to do a lot of damage control.
What to do? We didn't expect. I mean, this place also has a flood. You know, I thought this is a safe place. I didn't expect that we have this kind of big flood.
Basically, is that certain things will happen, so just try to salvage the situation. That's it.
Many residents were seen cleaning their cars and dealing with the flood situation the best way they can.